Hi everyone, Ashlyn Giza YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about infertility journey number 17. Um, I had I thought some positive news, but here's what happened, you guys. So I'm making this video because I want to help other women. Um, it's gonna be a hard video for me to make. Um, it's a kind of a sensitive subject for me, so bear with me. So I've been taking letrozole for the last 4 months. This will be my fourth month taking it. Um, Now this last round that I took it, I was feeling symptoms of pregnancy towards my period time. I did not get my period, but I was getting like brown discharge when I wiped. So I thought, oh my gosh, is that implantation bleeding? Am I pregnant? And so, because I never get that, I never get any brown discharge before my period comes. It's just not regular for me. And my boobs were kind of feeling like sensitive and stuff like that to me. So I that's another sign of pregnancy, I thought. And so I thought, okay, I should go get some pregnancy tests. I told my husband, I'm like, we need to get tests and I need to see what's going on here because I'm having bloatiness. My boobs kind of hurt and I'm just not feeling myself. And so we got 4 pregnancy tests, you guys, 4 pregnancy tests. And they're these tests that we get, they're an Equate brand and they're purple. They have a purple like outlining into them. But I'm telling you, these work really, really good usually. I mean, they work good all the time, and they still work good now, even after about what I'm, even after what I'm about to tell you guys. So, um, I thought that I was pregnant, so we went to go get the test, and I took the test, and I shit you not, I got 4 positive pregnancy tests. So me and my husband were so excited. We were over the moon. We were like, we called my mom, we told my little sister, and we told my oldest daughter who no longer lives with us. And that's all who we told. We didn't tell anybody else really because we didn't tell, like, we didn't make a Facebook announcement, and we didn't tell a bunch of people because we've miscarried before. I've miscarried before, and I know like to wait for like 2 to 3 months or 4 months till you want to tell people, because usually the 3 month mark is where you can miscarry. So I was being strategic as to who I was telling. So I did tell them, and maybe I shouldn't have told anybody until I get blood work done. And I think next time I'm going to wait until I actually get blood work done because I'll tell you guys what happens. So this is very important what I'm about to tell you guys. If you're taking any fertility medicine, any at all, please talk to your doctor about what the medicine contains and talk to the doctor about what the medicine can do. And ask them if the fertility medicine that they're giving you contains HCG in it. Because my other doctor that I had might have told me and I might have not remembered. But I don't I do not recall her telling me that you can get false pregnancy tests with when you're taking that fertility medicine. And if that happens, it's, I guess, supposedly a rare thing. So me and my husband, I took pregnancy tests, and like I said, I got 4 positive tests. So we thought I for sure was pregnant. Well, I ended up telling people, and then the next day I woke up and I was bleeding. I was spotting, like actually red blood. It wasn't brown anymore, it was like red. And then I actually started like getting my period. And then I busted out with zits everywhere, which that's why that's there, because sometimes when I get my period, I get zits on my chin, and this one was like a huge one, and it sounds gross, but I popped it yesterday because I like popping zits. I know that's nasty, but um, so I popped that one. So I got that zit from right before I got my period, and I got slapped in the face with my period. So I took another pregnancy test just to make sure, like, because I thought that was insane that I got four positive pregnancy tests, and then that one was negative. I didn't get a line. So I was confused as hell. I was about ready to think it was breakthrough blood, or it was implantation bleeding, or just me having my period through a pregnancy, or I thought I was miscarrying a baby, or that I had twins and that I may had miscarried one of the twins. I was thinking of all types of scenarios that this could have been. But I finally thought in my head, okay, I need to um I need to actually figure out what made me have that those four positive pregnancy tests. So I decided to Google, does letrozole, which is the medicine I'm taking, the fertility medicine I'm taking, does it contain HCG? So I when I Googled that, it came up and it said that it can, when you're taking letrozole, it has, of course, hormones in it, and it can make make pregnancy tests detect HCG, which is the pregnancy hormone that pregnancy test detects, whether or not you're pregnant. So letrozole, the medication letrozole, can make you have a false positive pregnancy test. Now, like I said, I wish that I would have been told this, because that was very, very hurtful to find out that I was not pregnant and that it was just medication that I was taking causing me to have positive pregnancy tests. Because, I mean, when you have your period before you're about ready to get it, the symptoms to being pregnant are almost identical. They aren't exactly identical, but they almost are. And I was almost 100% guaranteed that I was pregnant. But obviously I wasn't. And so it was a big letdown. And I'm just making this video so other women can learn from my mistake, and not to get like too excited or have false hope like I did, because obviously that hurts really bad when you're all excited about being pregnant and you've been trying for 4 months and you find out you're not. So I it's just weird. I really thought that I was gonna be, but intuitive wise, I'm not really good on picking up on um, baby genders, or whether or not somebody is pregnant or not. I can pick that kind of stuff up intuitively, like psychic wise, but when it comes to myself, I never can really predict the future or be able to tell what's going to happen in my life. And I feel strongly as a Christian that God makes it that way, because we're not supposed to know the future for ourselves. If we're gifted in any type of way to know the future for someone else, it's just for that simple reason right there. It's so you can have the ability to give messages and relay messages to people who need it. So it's not a selfish gift that God gives. It's a gift that He gives, other people, certain people, to be able to help other people, not yourself. So that's where I think some people get things mixed up. Sometimes people think that people who are intuitive, or people who have ESP or any kind of psychic abilities, they think that we know everything, or that we know everything about ourselves, but that's not how it works. Um, unfortunately, because I wish I knew what was going to happen to me tomorrow, but that's just not how it works. But I did really kind of feel that this was it, but maybe it'll be next month. So I I was wrong about that. In my other videos, I picked up wrong. Um, Actually, technically, I picked up right because I did get a positive pregnancy test in December, but it wasn't because of a baby. So it's funny how those things kind of work out that way. But anyway, so yes, please don't get too excited or pumped or tell people. Make sure you take the test. If it's positive, go get blood work done, and then you'll really know the answer from there. Um, because you don't want to take any pills or anything like that. Like if you're going to go take another round of letrozole, obviously you don't want to take another round unless you find out for sure whether or not you're pregnant. I kind of already knew I wasn't after, a couple days of having a regular menstrual flow and then getting a negative test um, a day later after I got 4 positive tests. So, um, yeah, I don't know. It was hurtful. It was confusing. I don't want this to happen to anybody else. That's why I'm making this. So talk to your doctor about letrozole or Clomid and talk to them about the possibilities of getting a positive pregnancy test when you're taking either letrozole or Clomid because I did read that online. I'm not 100% sure about all of that and how that works because, like I said, all I did was read that online. My doctor did not actually tell me that. So I'm not a doctor. My doctor did not tell me that either. So always talk to your primary care doctor or your OB doctor, your gynecologist, and talk to them about the fertility medicine. But I did research, and that's what happened to me. That's my personal experience is that I've been on that medicine for 4 months and I went to go. I thought that I was pregnant, and I went to go take pregnancy tests, and they were all coming up positive. So I thought for sure I was, and then a couple days later, I started kind of spotting. So I took another pregnancy test. It was negative, and then I had ended up having my period. So that's what happened to me. It wasn't good. So yes, please talk to them. And I did talk to my OB. I told them that I wanted to take another round and I wanted to keep trying until we figure out what's going on and until we conceive our baby. And so in 2 days, I have to start taking that medicine again, and I'm not looking forward to it because it gives me headaches. It makes me nauseous. It uh, it just it can kind of make me feel dizzy a little bit, I guess. And it makes me hungry. It makes me kind of bloaty and gain weight too. And I just don't. I mean, it's the side effects are less than Clomid, at least for me. Like I have less side effects on letrozole than I do on Clomid. So I like letrozole better than Clomid in my personal experience, but I just rather not have to take this medicine and just obviously rather be pregnant already and not have to wait anymore. But it is what it is. I'm going to take another round. My husband is claiming he's going to stop chewing tobacco because that's a thing, ladies. If your partner smokes cigarettes or chews tobacco or any uses any nicotine or drinks or anything like that, it lessens the mobility of the sperm and the sperm count, and it affects all that. So if you're trying with your partner and they do any of that, you might want to have a talk with them and talk with them with the doctor about their habit. So, and also, uh, my husband made an appointment with well, he tried to call to make an appointment with the fertility doctor. They said that he's really far out, and that they can't get him in until March. So they can't get him in any, if he calls tomorrow and they can't get him in early, because they told him to call back. If he calls tomorrow and they find out that he can't get in early, then they can't get him in until March. And I guess I'm just gonna have to, if my doctor wants to keep giving me the letrozole and allow me and my husband to keep trying, that's awesome. But she might want to wait and not prescribe me anything else after this round until my husband gets checked out. So I'm really nervous that we're not going to be able to continue our infertility journey and get it fixed so we're fertile, um, because it's taking a long time, and because she may not want to prescribe that due to the fact that she might want to wait to see if it's my husband, and his sperm are the reason why I'm not getting pregnant. So, because if it is him and there's something they can't really do much about, I mean, then all we can do is just like keep trying. But it's a lot of money, because without insurance, it's almost $200. But luckily, at the pharmacy CVS that we go to, they scan this good RX or RX goods, whatever it's called. I don't remember. And it's like a coupon thing. So we get the infertility medicine for $37. So that's pretty cheap, but I mean that is $37 a month, like $37 that we could be using for something else. And I know that sounds kind of mean, because babies are really special, and us women are very blessed to have babies, but it's sad that um when you're paying $37 a month and you're not having a baby, it's kind of like just handing somebody over $37 and going, here you go, here's $37, God bless you, which I wouldn't have a problem doing that if I was rich, because I like donating to fundraisers and I like helping people. But it this is just getting really discouraging. You know, there's parts of this infertility journey that my husband doesn't understand. I want to either A, you know, be pregnant and have the baby already, or B, stop trying to have a baby so I can lose weight. So I can lose weight, and I can go on my health kick and my health journey that I want to go on, and continue my life and just have my own body for myself and not have to be a pregnant mom anymore. Because I have 4 kids. I have a 20-year-old, I have a 13-year-old, I have a 9-year-old, and I have a 2-year-old. So I've been a mom like my whole life. Like I've been a mom since I was 17 years old, and I don't have a problem with being a mom, and I don't have a problem with being pregnant. I love being pregnant, but my husband really wanted to try to have another kid, and he wants a girl. And I want to have another baby too, but I mean, he only has one kid by me. He has our little Oasis. He has our son Oasis. And the rest of the 3 are only mine. They're not his. But obviously, they're his through marriage, and he loves them very much. But they're not his actual kids. He only has one biological kid. So he wants to try to have a girl, or just one more kid, even if it's just a boy, so he can have 2 kids that are like real blood siblings, which that would be a cool experience for me too. But I'm at the point where I'm like, we've been trying for 4 months. I really, really, really want to lose weight, and I'm almost at the point where, I mean, I'm going to be 37. I'm 37 years old. Next year in 2023, I'm going to be 38. I just, I, you're like starting all over again when it comes to baby making when you're this old. So I'm just discouraged, you guys. That's all. That's what's the matter with me. I'm discouraged. So hopefully I can get on a more positive path and make more positive YouTube videos, because right now my YouTube videos aren't so happy, and I apologize for that. Please don't, please do not unsubscribe. Bear with me. I'll get my shit together and I'll be posting more happier things. But right now it's just kind of a downtime in my life, and it's kind of more of a rough and tough life topic. So anyways, I gotta get off here. My husband's actually calling me. So I will be on with another life topic.